Hey, everyone.
Hey, you guys.
Look, obviously, there's both of us.
Yes.
I'm Imani from Dear Imani.
And I'm Parker from Parker's Spoilers Podcast.
And welcome to our
Renaissance recap, Renaissance.
This is basically Act 2, since we don't have an Act 2 or
Yeah,
3,
exactly.
so we'll treat this as
We're the
Act 2.
visuals.
Yes, we are the visuals. So this episode, the gasp is sending me. We said, so this episode is all about Renaissance, Beyonce. We had the privilege and honor of going to see Beyonce, Giselle Knowles-Carter,
Literally.
on her tour.
All of us on the floor.
All of us on the floor. Oh, well, you don't know who all of us is.
Oh,
so
well, let's introduce it.
let's introduce our guests.
That's
so,
a segue.
yeah, okay. So we have Daniel and Princess. Yeah.
Yeah.
You've seen them before on the podcast. They've been on both of our podcasts.
Yeah.
So
Dana, this is your first time on my podcast?
Yeah.
Hey,
yeah.
come on, hybrid.
Yeah. yes, and I haven't had Princess yet, but
Here I am.
yeah, you're right. You've been on
Real
Parker's
quick,
podcast.
okay.
So we're sharing. We're doing this is a joint episode. You can see our
Okay.
little graphic on the screen. We're real cute with it. So we're just gonna get it started talking
there's
about
so much
it.
to talk about, and there's 4 of us. So
Yeah.
it's like our gums are gonna be run dry.
Yeah,
by
actually,
the
like
end of the day.
I put this out like Act 1, Act 2, Act 3. We have our own act, so that way it's it's a lot of people on the
Yeah.
couch. Like we talking.
Yes.
So we got to make sure it's organized so you guys can follow along. So we're gonna start with read that quote that you sent me.
Okay, so this was back in February. Was it February? No, it was June when she announced, teased the album. For the British Vogue, she dropped it on her Instagram with all these cunty photos of her, serving looks. Before the album was dropped, she said, and I quote, "I think we are all ready to escape, travel, love, and laugh again. I feel a renaissance emerging, and I want to be a part of nurturing that escape in any way possible."
Oh, period.
And then
Right.
literally a week later, she announced the album.
Wow. We're like,
Okay.
It took me back.
Right.
yeah, we said. Oh, and to kind of go back, we work with Princess and Daniel.
Yes.
They're performers, artists, entertainers, and they're also Beyonce fans. So that's why they're here.
Of course. We just have to segue that.
yeah. Just
But-
to let you guys know.
Correction, I'm a stan.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yes.
You know what?
Yeah, we should let them take it away.
I'm gonna take it away. Talk about. Let's start with why you love Beyonce. We already did a recap
Yeah.
video from the Renaissance, like when the album first came out. We talked all about the album, dissected and everything. But it's a
Right.
year later.
Right.
But just let the fans know, let our fans
yeah,
know,
yeah.
Introduce
know
yourself.
what you love. Yeah, what you love about Beyonce. Introduce yourself just as a person.
Well, let me go first because
Yeah,
I
yeah,
feel like you're on a whole
Okay.
other level.
No, go ahead.
Okay.
Well, I mean, obviously because she's a Black queen.
Mm-hmm.
She's just obviously beautiful. She's a vocalist and she's just an entertainer. And I've loved her since Destiny's Child, 1997. But yeah, take it away, Mom.
I mean, same. I've loved her since Destiny's Child days, 97 as well. But then the older I got and the more older she got, the more I started to realize the type of woman that she was as an entertainer and just as a person. Like, she's literally the epitome. People might get me for this, but I feel like she's the epitome of Black excellence and perfection.
Mhm.
Like, as
I
much
agree.
as it
Yeah.
can be personified in a woman. So, I mean, in a nutshell, I just love Beyonce just because she encompasses everything that I could ever want in an entertainer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Dang starts crying. Hasn't this been like so emotional? Like the whole
No,
entire
literally.
thing, just because from the album dropping, like getting the tickets, and then you're a couple months out from the concert, and then all of a sudden it's here, and then all of a sudden it's done,
Yeah.
and now we're all sitting here recapping something that we won't get to experience again.
Yeah, because the anticipation in the build-up was like crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And that was done. What are we supposed to do?
yeah. So let's take it back to when the album dropped.
Yes.
So you start with the dates because he sent me all the dates.
I did a full deep dive of all the dates of everything. I didn't get all of them because there's a lot of shit that went down. Okay, so June 16th, album was teased with a Vogue article. June 20th, Break My Soul was the first and only single released from the album to annoyingly mixed reviews because bitches are fucking dumb and annoying. And they're
Obviously.
like, I don't think I like this Beyonce song.
Mhm.
Rotted and wrong.
Okay, so let's. What was your first opinion when you heard "Break My Soul"?
Go ahead.
I enjoyed it. I liked
Yeah.
it a lot. It wasn't my favorite, but
Mhm.
it was one of those that it grew on me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Respected.
From jump, it was my shit.
Mm-hmm.
Especially because one thing I love about artists and Beyonce in particular, she always makes something that comes at the right time that will speak to you. that period of time for me personally was just kind of hard, just professionally and personally. Like it was just a lot going on in my personal life. So when Break My Soul came out, I was like, I needed to hear this now.
Okay, she
you
knows.
know?
Yeah.
And like ever since then, like it takes me back to that moment when I was going through a hard time. So anytime I'm having a hard time, I listen to that song. Some people like have ballads and stuff that they listen to, or like, you know, slow vibe songs. Break My Soul is like my shit that I put on when I'm like in that mode.
Yeah.
And still to this day.
Yeah. You felt that when she said quit your job.
dead
Like, you're
ass.
like, I'm about to.
Because I was
That's
literally on
you
the
were
brink of
working.
releasing my job.
Yeah.
One of 5 of them.
Yeah.
So like
You're like, I'm about to quit.
No, dead ass.
But yeah, I think people have mixed reviews. That was, remember, before that, Drake's album came out.
Yeah.
And his album was like dancey or whatever. And people
Yeah.
were like, do people not like it? Right?
Yeah.
No, people didn't like it. And then I think Beyonce came out with the same type of vibe and then everyone loved it.
Yeah.
Or not everyone, but some people, I just think people didn't expect her to sing like this or have this kind of song.
Yeah.
So then it like bothered people.
Yeah.
But I would say, what did you think about it when you first came out?
I mean, obviously I was living, but I could tell listening to the song, I was like, this is an in context song. I'm like, this song is gonna fit in the album, whatever the album's gonna be. I feel like this song is like extracted from that because like in the intro and the outro, you could just like, I'm like, I can tell this is a piece of something,
Mhm.
Yeah.
but I live nonetheless.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I'm so curious as to what is going to be built around
The
it
bigger
because it's going to be
picture.
it's going to be something.
Yeah, that's how I felt too. I think I really liked it because it was dancey and fun.
Yeah.
But I think I was wanting like a flawless type of sound because I love when she's cocky. So yeah,
Yeah.
I like when she's like, I'm that bitch, I'm that girl. So
Yeah.
then when it came out, I was like, okay, we dancing and we happy and nice.
Yeah.
I like the,
Tiptoeing.
You said
I like the beat. I like the beat.
If you had to choose another single or another song off this album to have been the
Ooh.
single besides "Break My Soul," which one would it have been?
To be the first single?
To be the only single. If there were to be only one, I mean, because there was only one single, but if you had to replace "Break
Yeah.
My Soul,"
Hearing the album, I will say "Break My Soul" is very commercial.
Yeah.
And would sound the best. But if I were to pick my favorite, it would have to probably be Alien Superstar.
Yeah.
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 I feel like Alien Superstar and Cuff It were the next two that were probably debated between
Yes.
being
The next
Yeah.
the singles. Yeah, just because they're like they're also kind of commercial. I mean, look at what Cuff It did with the dance challenge and all
Yes.
of that. It's like the song that everyone anticipates on a tour.
Well, they
now.
eventually made Cuff of the single.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. So
Oh.
which one would you pick?
Ooh. See, the thing is, I have so many favorites on the album that like literally anything could be a single. I don't know. I feel like America has a problem.
It's been my
Dun,
number
dun,
one.
You know,
dun,
I'm thinking
dun,
from like an
dun,
A&R
dun, dun.
perspective.
Yeah.
Too. I feel like that would have been a good like opener for the album because it's different.
Yeah.
It's high energy, and it's still like urban and got swag. Like I think it's everything
Yeah.
that Renaissance encompasses.
Yeah.
And that song like starts and ends. Like
Yeah.
it fits in the album, but it also could be like extracted out without like any sort of.
Mhm.
yeah.
Exactly. Or maybe even a dual singer. Remember how she did like If I Were a Boy and Single Ladies at the same time?
Yeah.
She'd probably do like America Has a Problem and like Heated or like
Yeah. Oh, he
Cozy
did.
and stuff,
Yeah.
You know?
They're I'm like just going around.
Yeah,
There's
just
a whole like
every song.
and no, they're all so good. So then in July 29th, 2022, the Renaissance album is dropped. So is it what you expected after hearing her like what's it called?
Her single.
That's
Or-
like a single.
the
Yeah.
Break My Soul,
When you
yeah.
heard it after hearing the single,
Yeah.
is that what you expected from the album?
Yeah.
Mm.
In so few words. I expected it to be high energy. I expected it to make us dance, especially because she said this album is gonna make you dance.
Mhm.
I didn't know it was gonna be as eclectic as it was in terms of like it was a
Words.
very different sound.
What was that word?
Eclectic.
Eclectic.
It starts with an E, but don't ask me to spell the rest.
Period.
Thesaurus.
No, we said that.
Because like it was a different genre. Because you know everyone was saying like we want old Beyonce back, like BeyDay Beyonce.
Yeah.
We want to turn up again. So I knew it was gonna turn up. But I didn't know it was gonna turn up like that.
Yeah.
Right.
Like in a
Cunty.
quick
Cunty.
Yeah.
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 So I was pleasantly surprised.
Because you remember when people were talking about we don't want that power to the people music?
Yeah.
Because we had
They did.
Black is King.
Yeah.
Right.
And I'm like, y'all acting like she really just be making
Right.
music
Negro
every
Black
Tools.
Parade, like that's her, like every single
It was
album, every
one album.
Right.
I'm
Yeah.
like, let it alone, y'all. Damn, she want to show some love to her people.
Right.
Y'all pissed. And it was our people that were bad.
Don't let
I'm
me-
like,
That's what I didn't get.
yeah, I was like, y'all so crusty and dusty. I'm like, we can't have nothing. I can't.
Oh, man.
Okay, so next was so from this album, what did you expect the tour to look like?
Conti.
Yeah, as it was.
Well, because for me, like the album, like I listened to it like fully all the way through like a couple times,
Mhm.
and I was like, wait a minute. It took a minute for me to like really like find my groove in the album, like find the chunks, because I feel like the album has like sections where like obviously like the concert ended up having sections where it's like it was like 3 or 4 songs per like little segment, and then it was like rearranging the segments for me. That was like where I started living, because I'm like I didn't really like get my fucking bag to America's Got a Problem until like 6 months ago. To all of a sudden I put that song on and I was like,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
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 I was like 24 to 80 at the trap.
Yeah.
With the rap. I was
Yeah.
but like there are songs that like I had listened to a million times, but it didn't like click for me until like later. Like Church, I've obviously loved Church Girl, but like Church Girl didn't really hit for me until I saw the concert, and I was like,
Yeah. Also, Move. We're just throwing out the song.
Really?
Move is hella good.
yes,
Yeah.
Mama,
Yeah.
Yes. Thick.
Thick.
It took me a while, but that rap part,
Yeah.
he tweeted it and I was like, it's that summer, it's that fun, and it's that fun. I said, girl.
And you said it was what? It was like, it was camp or
I say it was
or
camp?
something like that.
I forgot what I said, but it was giving bad bitch.
Yeah. No, it's
Yeah.
the fact that that's a song that she wasn't performing for everybody.
Right.
Yeah.
And she also didn't do the rap part, which I'm very disappointed at.
But LA, we
It's
got
okay.
it.
I did it in my head, so.
Yeah. You like tuned her out.
Yeah. She
You're like,
perfect for all
Okay.
thinking about that's I'm supposed to get thick.
yeah,
Right.
I'm still thinking thick. Okay, take it away. So, ticket time.
Okay, girl, Ticket Times came out. Stressful. First of all, she announced a tour, and then literally a week later, the tickets were available. Which we had
Why'd you do that?
the drama of the Taylor Swift tour with Ticketmaster, the scandal, the fiasco that was. Thankfully, they had to deal with that, and we did not. So they got that out of the way for us. So thank you guys. But the pre-sale codes went out, or the Beehive codes, because you could register for different tiers or whatever. And we obviously all registered for the codes, but only a select few got them. And that was because that happened. Those tickets were available on Monday, and resale tickets weren't available until Saturday. And throughout that whole week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, she was like slowly releasing. And everyone is just sitting in anticipation, looking at their email, refresh, being like, where's my code? Where's my code? And I didn't get one.
So I didn't get one. So Lloyd got one. Let's take it back to the email that you've been waitlisted. Let's just take it there.
Oh.
Were you guys waitlisted?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was waitlisted.
Okay, so what did that feel like? Because for me, I didn't think that was even an option. Like, I was flabbergasted. I was like, I am a bad bitch.
Right,
You've
no.
been waitlisted. What the hell does that even mean?
Yeah.
I was so mad at that.
Yeah.
And then Shaloy was like, I got a code. I was like, what? I'm a bad bitch too. What the hell happened? But yeah, so how did that feel? Did you sign up for that?
No, I was not waitlisted.
Oh, okay.
So shout out to our friend Maximiliano. He got us the Club Renaissance. So he had an extra ticket, so I got it from him.
Yeah.
So I didn't feel that pain.
Yeah, you were like, I was already a bad bitch.
I was like,
yeah.
what? I mean,
My
yes.
association.
But my mind was like, I'm just gonna try to figure out how I bamboozle my way.
Yeah.
into this
You were gonna go
bitch.
regardless.
Yes.
Facts, yeah.
Yeah, I had no idea how they were delegating the wait list or like codes or anything like that. But in my head, I was just thinking like, just because the way the stars are aligned and my Beyonce-isms are aligned, like there was no way I wasn't gonna get waitlisted, yet alone a code. And I just got waitlisted for all of them and didn't get shit. And I said, what does this mean?
Yeah.
Like, what does this
Really?
mean? Like,
Yeah.
It's gonna break your soul, bitch.
no,
Yeah.
that was the one time it broke my soul.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
It was insane. And I remember like Twitter was going crazy.
Yeah.
Like everyone was like, how waitlisted?
It was like
Everyone
waiting
so
to get
mad.
casted at Disney or something.
Oh, and that's just the
That's another
Child.
Child, that's a whole
We ain't gotta get to it. We ain't gotta get to it.
yeah. He said, let me take a sip of water.
Right.
No, yeah, that whole waitlisted thing. But I had so we'll go through how we got the ticket. So Shaloy, shout out to Shaloy, she had a code. I went to her house at like 7 that morning when we were able to get the tickets, and there's a video and we were bawling when we got the tickets, but
That's how I found the
Remember.
date.
yeah.
Remember
Oh
when
my
the tickets
gosh.
were available. I was like, I have to check Imani's TikTok because I know she posted a TikTok.
Yeah. And what was sad about when we got our tickets, the 4th wasn't announced yet. So we had to choose between the 1st and the 2nd.
Which is what happened to
Right.
me.
Yeah.
Because I got resale tickets
Mhm.
on that Saturday. Literally Saturday morning, I was with my friend who I went with at work where we both work. And we were like, oh, we have to get Beyonce tickets. Da, 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 da. And we literally bought our Beyonce tickets for the 2nd. So the Saturday night for like not the floor, but like right off the floor.
Mhm.
So like the first bowl. And then we bought our tickets. We're like, Beyonce. And then literally fast forward that night, Beyonce's like, by the way, I added a show on my birthday.
That's fucked up.
So just letting you guys know.
Rude as fuck.
And I was like, it was the balance of me being like so excited, but also so mad. I was
Yeah.
like,
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, I don't know what to feel. I was like, how could you do this to me, Beyonce?
Yeah. It's like, we all want to be there to celebrate
No,
your birthday.
literally.
I was gonna ask, do you think she waited? Like she knew she was already gonna do that, or did she just was like last minute, let's just fucking do it?
I feel like she was already going to do that. Do you know the answer?
Yeah,
What is it, bitch?
she knew.
She knew she was going to do that, right?
She did.
And so she was just waiting because she knew the first 2 were going to be, you think it was because she knew that everyone would pick the 4th?
To be honest,
Yes.
I don't even know why, because it doesn't make sense to me why she would.
Yeah.
Because everyone would have went to all of them if they could.
Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, I don't want to give too much, but
Yeah.
like I have a friend who knew that there was going to be a 4th
Yeah.
show date. So I was like, okay, well, let me just save some coins and save some.
Yeah.
But like, why wouldn't you release that with
Before.
everybody else?
Yeah. Because
Or everything else.
Yeah. I got lucky at the last minute where I was able to go.
Yeah.
So.
Likewise.
Yeah.
Shout out
Maybe
to
because she
Shatera and
knew.
Nisha.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe she
Oh.
knew the 4th was going to sell out anyways.
Oh, maybe. Wait, what?
Whatever.
She probably knew the 4th was going to sell out. So
Yeah.
she's like, I'll sell the first 2 and I'll sell them out. And then I'll introduce the idea of the other one.
Yeah.
Because that one
Yeah.
I already know is going to sell. And if I open that one first, everyone's going to go there and I'll have open seats at the other 2.
True.
Mhm.
So I'll sell those 2 out and then I'll open the 3rd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or the 4th, I should
Yeah.
say.
Businesswoman.
But truly,
Mhm.
whoever, I wonder who's making her decision or not making her decision. I wonder what her team, like, I wonder how many people are in her team that are like, you should do this girl. Or
Yeah.
if it's just like, I want to, that's what I want to know. Because Beyonce's so private that I'm like, I want to know what your business, Miss Beyonce LLC.
Right.
Yeah,
I want to know
Right.
what this looks like.
I
Right.
think it's her. I think it's Beyonce and like maybe like 10 other people, but her and Jay-Z are always talking like, okay, what should I do? And he's like, okay, maybe you should do this because
Yeah.
he's
Yeah.
smart as fuck too.
Yeah. Hella smart.
Absolutely.
And they're
So-
business
Harder.
people.
Absolutely.
Like first business
Absolutely.
people. Yeah. And Blue. She running that shit.
Matter of fact, it's actually Blue.
It's-
Blue said,
Blue
hey, you're
said-
going to put me on this tour. This
Yeah,
song.
and-
Right.
Let's just talk about, we'll get into Blue, but just the fact that she's back in school, like you go back to school, hey, how y'all doing? like, how's your summer been? And she's like, I mean, you already know what the fuck I was doing.
Right.
Y'all see me. So yeah, but okay. So tickets, we were all waitlisted. Well, we were waitlisted. Okay, so let's talk about how much did you pay for your tickets?
So for the 4th, when that opened up, my friend got a code.
Mm-hmm.
So we were like, okay, so let's just see. Because like we already have tickets. If the tickets are the same price or whatever for the same section, we'll switch. If it's same price for a different seat or like on the floor, we'll do it. Like we'll open ourselves up to it.
Mhm.
And then we got floor seats for the same price that we bought for our other tickets. Because we also bought resale tickets, which resale tickets, you guys are fucking rotted, gutted, and sick. Because those apps, the fees, I was like, y'all are going to hell for that.
Yeah.
I'm like, me paying $150 for one ticket in fees?
Well, I heard that Joe Biden was trying to get rid of fees.
Yes.
So I'm like, please.
I'm like,
Okay.
you want my vote again?
Yeah. I'm like, get rid of them damn fees before you do Act 2 and 3.
Okay. But yeah, so I got my ticket for, I think I paid like 5 something. Between,
Okay.
Like, I think between 5 and 6.
And you were on the floor.
And I was on the floor.
Bad bitch.
Nice.
We were
Bad
all
bitch.
on the floor.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't play with us.
Okay.
Because he has his wristbands, and we'll get into how much he spent. Wristbands. We were on the floor. Okay, mine was $630 for the floor, and there was Club Renaissance. We were behind Club Renaissance in row like 6 or something.
Which is not bad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so $630, slay.
Y'all average around 6-7 for all 4.
All 4 of them. Yeah. Damn.
I know. Club Renaissance, I think
Spent the
was
bag.
Right.
Club Renaissance, I think was like 9 something.
900.
That's how much. Yeah, 900.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah. So
and I'll do it again.
It sure would.
And I would do it again.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because it was just that good.
Shout out to Klarna.
All right. So, okay, wait, did you
Come
use
on,
Klarna?
For one of them, I did.
I didn't even know you could do that.
Yeah. Yeah, you did.
Is that like
I mean,
a
yeah, you
PayPal
could.
kind of thing? Like
Yeah,
you pay
it's
monthly?
like Afterpay.
It's like layaway.
Why the fuck would you tell me that?
That's what one of my friends.
No, I've been
Girl.
doing that
took it
for
on Friday.
really.
He did like one of those like Klarna. So he's like, I only paid $60 for it.
Yeah.
He's like, but I'm going to be paying $60 for the next
For like the next
10 months.
Yeah.
But, like,
Yeah, but it didn't feel like that. It just feels like
Exactly.
It's just
free. It feels like free at that
Yeah.
point
Yeah.
because it's like so cheap each month.
Exactly.
I do use. I've used that for some Shein orders.
I be doing that too.
Yeah.
Also, sometimes I just don't be feel like putting that much out at that
Yeah,
time. Even if I
no.
got it, I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't want to give you $300 for all of this.
Yeah,
No.
Right.
watching
You
it
can
come
get
out
my
to your
cute little
account.
25 this week,
Yeah.
and then in 2 weeks and get
Another 25. Keep it light.
You're right.
They need to start doing flights like that.
They do.
gagged.
Yeah, I
Yep.
didn't know that either.
Wait.
They do.
When you check,
International.
You
Almost.
trying to go to Cape Town?
I'm trying to go somewhere. I'm trying to go Japan.
Pretty much anything there's a layaway system of some sort. Almost everything. I think they're like
Wow.
really into that. Like,
Mhm.
Okay.
but as an
Yeah,
option.
they want your money. They're like,
They
we
do.
don't care if it's
Well, however
10
they
months.
can.
Yeah.
But if you give it to us, period.
Yeah.
Well, back to Renaissance.
Yeah.
So we all got our tickets. We all paid our dollars.
Yeah. So now
We
we're
all cried a little minute.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
we dealt with it. So now the tour opens.
yeah.
It's
So this is
May.
our act 2 now. We are in act 2 of this podcast.
Period.
The tour.
The tour.
Okay.
So the
Opens.
tour opens in Stockholm on the date May 10th. Stockholm, Sweden. What are our first thoughts? We see the visuals. We see not the visuals, but we see like TikToks, Instagram,
Yeah.
social
Did you-
media posts of the tour.
Did you watch it? I watched. I stayed
The
in
live
bed.
stream?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was in bed for 3 hours, like
I
watching
did not
the
watch
live stream.
I just watched clips of it. 'Cause
Yeah.
I was like, I want some things to be a surprise, but
Yeah.
like I want to know what I you can't avoid it.
No, you can't.
And the bitches that are like, I don't watch those things. I'm like,
Those are the bitches that were not mute. So that's why you need to be on your Zoom
Right.
and watching it.
period.
Yeah, but I watched the whole thing. I feel like I was like, when I first saw it, I was like, it definitely, don't you think it got way better as time went on?
Absolutely.
Like,
Mhm.
She uses like whenever she starts, and I've learned this, whenever she starts overseas before she gets to the States when she's on tour, she uses that as the guinea pig.
they're giving
Or like her warm up.
Yeah.
And you could tell by this tour, like she dead ass did that.
Yeah, I know they're mad.
Well, you know, they fucked up the Utah, so that's what they get.
Yeah.
Well, they didn't know. Stockholm didn't know.
Stockholm didn't know. We'll give
them that. I would say the next 2 cities.
They should know.
Not really.
But you know what? Those
I'm like, were you not on TikTok?
They
Did
should
you
have been
not
on
see?
TikTok, but yeah, so I'll give them grace a little bit, but as it got more down the line, they should have been better.
well,
The
even
station
besides
is
the
flawless.
mute challenge, Stockholm also
The
didn't give her
outfits
no
weren't
energy.
eating. Yeah, there was no energy. The
Yeah.
outfits weren't eating. Like,
Yeah, so
Okay, that is very true.
yeah, so we did deserve more.
we sure
'Cause
did.
we gave more.
Absolutely.
Okay. So what were your thoughts when you first saw the show?
Oh man. So I watched a live stream while I was working. I didn't even get no work done because I work remotely.
Period.
Yeah.
It won't break your soul.
Yeah. And when she first came out in that first outfit and that first song, I was just like, what the fuck? Because first of all, she don't even sing a lot of her old ballads anymore.
Mm-mm.
She always with Dangerously in Love. She ain't sang that in like how many years? So I was
know.
gagged. You know?
Yeah.
And then she did that whole first section of just ballads. And I was like, okay, so what are we doing here? Are we getting like the slow songs out to start with? And then we go into the Renaissance? And that's exactly what she did. And then the more it went on, I was like, oh my fucking God, I can't wait till it comes to the stage.
Yeah, because you just knew.
It's just gonna
Mm.
eat.
Yeah,
If
it's
it's
so
even
hard.
if it's just like this,
Yeah.
it's gonna fucking
Yeah,
eat.
yeah.
And eat it did.
And what's so funny because before we were talking about that, and we were going through the whole playlist at work, and we're like, it's gonna open like, alien, like we're just making different intros.
I
of
think
how
I
it's
remember
gonna
y'all do
open.
that.
Yeah, we really thought dead ass.
You came up with like a whole like,
Yeah, a whole thing. I had like the lights, everything
Yeah.
scheduled out properly the way I thought it was gonna come
Do you
out.
remember when people were doing that on TikTok?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like
Yeah.
people were Beyonce.
Creating.
It's like when Beyonce announced a tour, people were like, "How about instead of you doing it, I do it on TikTok?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
There's
And
this
then
one guy that really got viral. This black guy, he was doing it. He
I
made
remember
bomb intros.
his like
Mhm.
transitions and
Yeah.
stuff like that. Yeah.
Is it on YouTube? There's like a whole it's like a fake concert set, and it's on
Oh.
I think
YouTube.
so, yeah.
And I actually listened to it in the car.
Yeah.
It sounds so good.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Because she bamboozled us.
Bamboozled the
He was
fuck
one
out
of them
us.
that like I don't think he originally did it, but he did a Pure Honey into Blow, which
Mhm.
he ended up doing in the concert. But like I don't want to say his was better because that's disrespectful. But like,
yeah.
the way he edited it, I was like,
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, there's a lot of talent out there that I'm sure she sees it too and watches stuff.
Well, and that is so crazy because I forget his name, but it was this guy who like would make a lot of Beyonce like image edits, like photo albums or like album covers and shit like that. I used to follow him on Instagram. And then he's been with her on tour taking pictures. Yeah.
Wow.
Literally, I can't forget his name. I gotta look it up. But yeah, I used to follow him. I think it was like Beat Edits or something like that on Instagram or something like that.
That's wild.
And then like, now he's on tour with her.
Good for
He was like
him.
taking pictures with like
Good
every
for
day.
him.
Wow.
I saw him every day I was at.
So you just never know who's watching.
Exactly.
Well, even like the Cuff It remix. That was like something from the internet. The new dancers that we have.
Mhm.
Break My Soul remix.
Yeah.
Our friend Deshaun Brown, he dancer, he made a mix on TikTok, and it got to her team, and all of a sudden she made a whole song.
He made the remix.
He did the
That
remix.
is
He's credited and
insane.
everything. Yeah.
You just never know.
Right.
Yeah.
You never know. And I mean, the dancers, they're from like the internet, TikTok
Yeah.
and everything. Like that one girl that she'd do like ballet to hip hop songs. She's
Mhm.
on tour with her, Aaliyah Janelle.
Aaliyah
Oh,
Janelle, Honey Balenciaga.
Honey, yeah.
Ooh, eating.
Edie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Edie. Okay, what's the next step? Okay, so you watched the show. First time seeing the concert, opening. Okay, Dangerously in Love. That's one of my favorite songs. So I was so happy when she opened with that because that's what makes everybody cry.
Bro.
Yeah.
well,
That's like her I Will Always Love You. She came
Yeah.
out,
Oh,
Yes.
it totally is. Yeah.
you just hear those first chords.
Yeah.
Mm.
I love you.
She's like, LA, I love you. We're like,
her rising out of the floor, and it's just like, the set, just like the sky.
yeah.
I
In a
didn't know
country dress.
the first half of the show was going to be all ballads because I didn't watch. I only saw clips on TikTok, obviously.
Oh, okay.
And so then he told me actually that she was doing ballad, like she's opening for herself, so it's all ballads. But I didn't know what song she was singing. So when I was there and she came up and she was like, Bay Area. I was like, I felt it tremble in my soul.
Yeah.
I was like, wow. And then Not Rather Die Young. What's the other one?
I care.
I Care.
Yeah.
I was like, I have to see that live.
Mhm.
And seeing that, I was like, fuck. And I had to put my glasses on.
That's what you were crying.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had to put my glasses
I had to
on.
put my glasses on.
I was like, when like weeks before the concert, I like put obviously the set list on,
Mhm.
and I was watching all the songs with the words because I was like, I want to be like word perfect.
Yeah.
Especially for thick or not thick. Heated. Duh.
Yeah.
But I was like, obviously I know 1+1. I've listened to it a million times, but I was like, I've never like looked at the lyrics while listening to it. And I was laughing so I was just like, I don't know much about algebra, but I know that 1+1 is 2. I'm like, you're telling me you wrote unicorn is a uniform you put on, eyes on you, and you, or like mastermind and haute couture label floors you can't clock, I'm so obscure. And then you also said, I don't know much about algebra, but I know 1+1 is 2.
Right.
I was like, Beyonce,
He's so girly for that.
You're goofy.
Yeah.
You're goofy bitch.
Like
Just
girl
so
math.
unserious.
Hella girl math. That is hilarious. Okay, so went through the first part. Okay, then Blue Ivy makes her first appearance in Paris, right?
Bonjour, bitch.
Yes.
And you know
So
why?
are you happy to be in Paris?
You know
Are you
why
happy to be
she
in
Yeah,
Paris?
made her
We
first
love
appearance?
Paris. Why?
Because she was conceived there. Yeah.
Gagged us all.
Yeah, she was conceived there. I
Who
remember she
would've
said it
fucking
in her
thunk?
documentary or something like that.
Who would have fucking thunk?
Yeah.
And I heard that
'Cause
Jay-Z and Beyonce love Paris.
They
Like,
do.
that's their
And
favorite
they love
city.
Because who be in
And
Paris?
now I know why.
Niggas.
Niggas.
Well, it's all adding up.
Yeah.
Because she don't know much about algebra, but she know 1+1 equals 2.
Okay. I'm so dead. Wow, so that's why she was okay. So when Blue Ivy came out, that was just like, what the hell?
Yeah.
When we first
Right.
saw that first clip, when she came,
Right.
I was at home like,
No, I feel like my little sister or little niece was up there. I was like,
yeah.
get it. Yeah.
And then, of course, the internet
Like-
they want to critique and do what they do. But to make the record clear, Beyonce forgot
she did.
you know, they do this,
Yeah,
da, da,
yeah,
da, and
that
they
fist
fist bump.
bump.
Beyonce forgot that. So then when Blue was looking back, like she was looking like, oh, where are you going? Because like we're supposed to do a fist bump. So Blue knew she was on her Zoom actually.
Right.
Right.
They gave her notes after.
And gave her
Okay.
notes.
Huh?
Yeah, she was like, Mom,
Met her in the dressing room.
you had me out here
Like,
looking dumb because you wanted to go back.
You're not finna have these comments out here because of me, because you don't know how to piss
Right.
fuck.
I know.
Like-
Y'all think I was saying she ain't gonna defend
And
her.
it was clean ever since after that
It
show.
sure
It was
was.
clean ever since.
That is so funny. Okay, so then July 12th, 2023.
First stop is in the United States in Philadelphia. Mute challenge. Don't remember. I don't think there's
remember
anything
that.
memorable.
Yeah, I don't think I remember it really.
Yeah.
But that's when she first hit the States. She cleared out all her technical difficulties, the ladders,
Mhm.
the mics, well,
Mhm.
all the technical difficulties
Yeah.
were out of the way.
What do you think was like what do you think was like the biggest difference when you from the first leg to seeing her in the States?
I mean, I don't know, because it was like the costumes are different in every single
Oh, that's
city.
true. Yeah,
Which I also read or heard, I guess I saw it on Twitter, so like truly fake news vibes.
yeah.
But like that each city she was in, she was trying to like center a designer who was from there.
Oh, okay.
I read that
Which-
too.
I don't know if that applies more to Europe than it did to the States, because
Huh.
who knows? But like, because in Paris she was wearing, I mean, I don't know designer, so like truly, what do I know? But I know when she was in Amsterdam, she was wearing Van Herpen,
Yeah.
who's like a famous designer from Amsterdam, so
Yeah.
or the Netherlands. So eating, I was
Yeah.
like, bitch, you're turning that pussy out.
Right.
Yeah.
But then obviously in the States,
I
The
heard
audience
that
is-
too. And I think Atlanta, she did that. She used some like black
Mhm.
designers from Atlanta. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. but-
Mhm.
So I think that might be true that she did
Yeah.
that for a lot of the cities. but-
Yeah. And I feel like there
Like-
was so much like more dancing. Because remember in the first one, like Stockholm, she still had the injury or like recovering from her injury,
Yeah,
people said.
the one that we made up. I mean, we don't. I'm sure she had a
we
injury,
don't
but
really
she
know.
never said anything.
We making
But
up a lot of shit.
I
so
know, but I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I was thinking about the other day. I was like, who the fuck came up with that she had an injury? I mean, it was obvious.
Was
but,
it because did it come out because then when she was in Dubai, she didn't
Dubai,
really
she was like
move.
limping.
She was limping.
She had on kitten
Kitten
heels.
heels.
Yeah.
Jesus.
So we all said, "Oh, she just had a surgery
I
6
know.
months ago."
Oh wait, the
And-
first surgery is like a myth. I thought it
We
was
don't
real.
really
It's not
know,
a myth,
huh?
but it's like nobody confirmed that. She didn't say that. No one from her team said it.
Child.
If she didn't have a surgery, that's gonna be crazy.
No,
We're
dead
so-
ass. Watch her be like, "Bitch, I just didn't feel like walking." Like,
Yeah,
Right.
like yeah, it could be anything.
yeah.
That is so funny. But the biggest difference what I saw was like her dancing. Like
Yeah,
she was a lot more
absolutely.
full out as the tour went on. She danced a lot more.
Yep.
Like they even put side by side sometimes on TikTok and
Yeah.
like it looks completely different. Like some
Yeah.
parts she didn't even have choreography.
Yeah,
And then now she does.
Yeah.
So
I agree.
and then Blue kept getting better too.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, our niece was.
Yeah. It really feels like our niece. Like we watched her grow up.
Right.
Like- really?
we watched it from even before she was out of the womb.
Yeah. When
Right.
she was that what award show was that?
VMAs.
Yeah.
Miss Love on Top.
Yeah. Oh.
Said.
And we were gagged.
Iconic.
Iconic.
Yeah.
Oh, also, side note, do you remember when she posted like when she was having babies, like another baby,
The twins.
like the
Yeah.
that picture, It's
yeah,
like
the
this.
flowers.
Yes.
I remember being in class and
I
it was
in class
quiet,
too.
and I feel like I was the only person in the world because you ever refresh your feed and it said 1 second ago,
Yeah.
and you feel like I feel like that bitch. It said 1 second ago, and I was like,
first.
I was like in my head, I was the only person that knew Beyonce was pregnant, and I was a girl next to me. I'd never talked to her a day in my life, and I was like. I was like, Beyonce's pregnant. And she literally was like, I'm like,
Was the
this is
teacher
monumental.
Was your
Yeah.
teacher giving a lecture or something, or were you taking a like? What was the?
she was giving me a lecture.
That's more important.
But like, what? Like if someone did that to you, me in class and the teacher, I'd be like, yeah, she was like, I was like, okay, like I guess it's not that serious for you, but it's really serious for me. But yeah, but we were basically watching Blue grow up and all the kids, so it's like so crazy to see her on stage.
No.
Okay, so then August 22nd announced that. Okay, now we're going to. It's our time to shine. It's LA Bay Area.
Baby.
Okay, let's get into it.
August 22nd. That's when she puts that fateful post on Instagram. She says, for Virgo season, Silverhand. Let me just say, August 22nd was the day that I purchased my full outfit for the Beyonce concert, which from the jump, I knew I wanted to wear gold because Pure Honey was my favorite song on the album. And I was like, I want to look like I'm dripping in honey, obviously.
Oh, smart.
And so-
and you did.
Yeah.
And I did. I bought my whole outfit purchased, order received.
Yeah.
Beyonce, Giselle Knowles Carter, and 2 hours later on her Instagram said, silver. And I was
It's
like,
like in gold. Like,
I was like,
Yeah,
okay,
he messaged
Beyonce.
me.
was like,
So pissed
you want
off.
me to kill myself? Beyonce?
Right.
Yeah.
Great.
Like the fact that it's not like you were wearing black, you were the opposite.
Yeah.
Gold.
I was like, I was scared. I was like, bitch, what am I supposed to? And like,
Yeah.
a couple of the things they bought were non-refundable.
Yeah.
So I was like, I don't have that much money. Beyonce,
Yeah.
you told me to quit my job. I
But
did
you
it,
ate,
but
though.
I don't have the money to.
You
so-
You
ate.
ate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you dyed your hair for
Yeah.
her.
I had the whole gig. So
Yeah.
I was like, girly pop, I'm sorry to tell you this, but it's a no for me, love.
Yeah.
Like I would have rather like if you had an outfit that like ate with the versus like just wearing silver just to be wearing silver.
Mhm.
Like some
Right.
random pieces
Yeah.
from Amazon.
Yeah, yeah.
Right. Without any thought. You know.
Yeah.
What I'm
In retrospect, it was like kind of fun wearing gold because like there were other people wearing gold. And so, but like everyone was wearing silver, obviously, because everyone
Right.
like respected mother's wishes. And
Yeah.
I was
Right.
a like disobedient young woman.
saying?
Yeah.
Right.
But I was like walking down the aisle and I was like,
People like
y'all
that,
are on the
girl.
second podium and I'm on podium 1 because I'm the Olympic gold and you're silver.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's how I felt because I wore all pink.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And I was like,
It's
I don't
rebel
want to change.
children.
Right. I was like, I know Mama said silver.
Your sign was so funny too.
Yeah, I already bought the fit, sis.
Yeah.
So that's why I was like, I'm gonna wear pink. It's gonna be better for me because I was in Club Renaissance when I wore all pink. So she's gonna see me.
Yeah.
Like she's gonna be like, oh, this bitch wore pink.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'd rather her be mad at me and tell me that.
Yeah.
Well,
Because then it's still attention in some
Yeah.
way.
right.
Yeah.
We're just so so thirsty to be main characters. So like I
Yes,
get it.
I was
I get it. And you already had a silver outfit, right?
Kind of. I had an idea of what I was gonna wear and I knew where I was gonna get it from.
An
But
aid.
yeah.
Wait,
Huh?
was yours
An aid.
custom? Did you make it?
Thank you. No, I got it from a designer in New York.
Oh,
Uh,
I'm sorry. What?
Wait.
I don't want to.
The way that all of our faces just went, about
you,
I'm sorry.
you were giving custom couture fashion week.
Okay. At first I thought you made it. I was like, oh, this is
Yeah.
like,
No, I
oh.
could have made
That-
nothing like that. No.
I was like, oh, you a crafty kid.
Yeah.
I'm a crafty king queen when it comes to like putting stuff together. I could put a mean outfit
Yeah,
together.
you
Yes,
like,
style
yeah.
it good.
with different things.
Yeah.
But no, I can't make shit.
Wait, so
you ain't
you
gonna call
got-
me
you ordered
House
it.
Darion.
How many?
House of Darion.
Shout out to
Harmonia is the designer.
Okay, shout out to
so.
them. You select that outfit, period.
Absolutely.
How much did you pay for the outfit?
He don't want to talk about it.
I do.
A good almost as much as my 4 tickets.
Damn! You in your bag though.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money.
That is a lot of money.
Almost. Not as much, but almost. In that ballpark.
You gonna wear it again?
Absolutely. Somewhere. Shit.
Act 2 and 3.
The fuck?
Okay.
That is so funny.
I know your bank account is like,
I'll-
when
Help
this nigga
me.
get
What
home.
bank account?
Wait till he
Water.
get
Yeah.
home.
Water. I'm about to go get a credit union because these bank charges.
girl.
Yeah. At least he had a time.
Yeah.
He looked great.
No, you know what? And I can't even like be mad about the money I spent because money's supposed to be spent
yeah.
on
Period.
experiences and happiness.
Money's
You're
fake.
And
circulating
you
the
get it
economy.
back.
Good for you. You're
Yes.
saving the economy.
Exactly.
Joe Biden
Yeah.
should give you a fucking medal of honor.
Exactly.
Yeah.
A 5-piece card.
seriously.
Okay.
5-piece card.
Right.
No, really though.
And if the experience that I had in the past week, if that's what money could have got me, then I would do it all over again.
Yeah,
Period.
100%.
It's literally one of the best times of my life.
Yeah. Back to the silver. For me, I got
TikTok.
also, yeah, I'm giving fame. So you didn't know. I made a video on TikTok about going to Santee Alley, the fashion districts, to get a new outfit because mother said to wear silver. I was gonna wear black. I was gonna wear like this fancy black dress with like big like a bigger cross in this, cross earrings, like chrome dark
Yeah.
vibes. And she said to wear silver. So I went to Santee Alley, made a video. That video got a lot of views, and then a reporter saw it from Spectrum News. The reporter came to my house, and I was on the news
I
talking
saw
about
that.
On the news.
Beyonce. Like,
Posted it, right?
Mhm.
yeah, and he saw it at his workplace, which is so funny. But the whole time I was doing it, when I watched it back, I was like, this is such a core memory to be able to like, I'm on the news, I'm on the same like TV as Beyonce. They're talking about Beyonce. And they're
Right.
like, here's Imani Blackman. Bitch, yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking, I could that girl. And it was so on brand. Like, of course,
You ate that.
yeah, I ate that. Like, my pageant prep was there. Like,
Yeah.
interview skills were there. And I'm just
Right.
thinking, of course, it'll happen to me, that bitch, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I
That's
remember when
crazy.
you posted that video too, like at the very beginning, like the views like took off later.
Yeah, yeah.
And you're like,
Yeah.
like harumph energy. Like,
Yeah.
like I spent so much time editing that and I didn't
I
get the
know.
reaction
I
that I
went-
wanted. And then, bitch,
yes.
there you go.
I went to bed that night and I had 300 views. And I was like, bitch, I was editing this. And I be posting good content in TikTok. Like, I should really be famous. Let's be honest. That's a different story.
Yeah.
But yeah. But like, I was like, this video was eating like 300 views. What? And I woke up different, you know. But
You probably woke up and was like,
yeah, I was like,
You were on another something else too.
yeah.
Someone's
Yeah.
humbled.
You've been hitting paid
No,
on
I've
the
been
views
this
lately.
other video I was talking about SoFi Stadium
Yeah.
walking up the ramp has like 700.
That's when we were leaving the show, right?
Yeah, and I just like quickly made that too. We were walking
Yeah.
up and you guys were
Right.
talking, and I was just like, I hate walking up this thing.
Yeah.
And also, side note on Instagram, I was talking to you guys earlier, but people have like annoying comments because Instagram's crowd is different than TikTok. Like
Mhm.
Instagram is like, I don't know, sometimes like millennials, middle-aged people that are just annoying.
Mhm.
And this one girl was like, boo hoo, boo fucking who. You have to walk. I have
Oh,
to
really?
walk to my
Oh, I didn't
job
look at the
every day.
comments.
Yeah, like some girls say, boo, I have to walk
Because
to
I'm a
my
comment
job.
thug.
Yeah, I
I could-
responded. I was like, well, then get a car. Like, what do you want me to do with this information?
Right.
Like, what? You know, there was some comments people like, oh, you had to walk. Someone said, someone said, this looks like a Fashion Nova clearance convention. That fit me. I was like, you know what? You kind of ate with that.
Okay.
Because my dress that day was from Fashion Nova in the clearance for $23.
Period.
So they ate with that. And then somebody else commented, they were like, this looks, all these people, everyone here looks like they're gay as fuck. And I was like, oh, well, then you should have came too then. They were at home like,
Damn.
God.
yeah, I had to eat them up for the
I know what I'm gonna be doing
Well-
when I go home later. I'm gonna go through the comments.
Yeah, go give them comments.
Can we talk about the looks though? Like at the actual concert, like we'll roll up to that concert now.
The fourth.
Just the looks in general, just in
Yes.
its entirety.
Mhm.
Because I saw some of the cuntiest looks in my life, and I saw some of the ugliest things I've ever seen in my life. Like the polar, like
You mean like
the north and what?
like Beyonce's looks or
no,
people?
like
Oh,
the
no.
People.
Yes.
Oh,
Oh, no, no.
We'll get to her, but like the audience, the guests.
yeah.
Some of the ugliest and some of the cuntiest things I've ever seen
Yeah.
all in one space. I saw a man wearing jeans, which I was like, you know what? You can pull off denim like in this space. Like
Mhm.
you can make it work. You have to be specific,
Right.
but you can make it work. Wearing blue jeans, like just normal blue jeans, not very cunty. A t-shirt and a like button up, like plaid shirt just on top of it. Straight man. I was like, this isn't your space. When Beyonce said, I'm here to make a safe space, bitch, not for you.
No.
Yeah.
I'm like, unsafe space, bitch.
Right.
All of us are like,
Not saying
yeah.
that outfit on.
I was like, and of course he was in the VIP section. I was like, so you're telling me you have money?
Well, that's
you have
the
money
thing.
and you dress like that? Go to
Yeah.
fucking jail, bitch.
That's
Yeah.
the thing. A lot of rich people buy like the VIP and like the most expensive tickets just because they can. Just
Yeah.
to go to a show. It's like, oh, I'm going to dinner and a show. Oh, my show is Beyonce. Let me
I'm like,
get
tax
most
the
of
rich,
that.
bitch.
Just because they're rich as fuck. I remember when James Longest and I went to the Formation
Formation.
World Tour and we were front row and our whole row was just rich ass people sitting down the whole time
Mm.
and like not giving her no type of energy or not even being excited. I'm like, bitch, go spend your money elsewhere. Like, if
Yeah.
you're gonna be stank like that,
Yeah.
like this ain't the place for
Because then they're
that.
probably looking at you like screaming,
Yeah.
crying, throwing up. Like,
Yeah.
it's like,
That's screaming, crying, and throwing up.
yeah, throwing up. Like literally.
Also,
basically.
but just a little side note, just because you're rich don't mean you got style.
Period.
Because I was literally
A lot
about
of people
to say
don't know that.
Yeah.
And a lot of rich people don't know how to dress.
No.
Aw.
Because I saw a guy wearing literally like a Givenchy shirt and like Prada shoes and literally like just pants.
Yeah.
And I was like, just because your outfit costs you $700 doesn't mean it looks good, honey.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm like, I see people wearing things from Shein that probably cost them $15 total.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And they're turning a look so fucking hard that your head is swiveling on its axis.
Yeah.
So like, I'm like, just because it's cheap doesn't mean it's ugly. I'm like,
Yeah.
style knows no fucking dollar.
Yeah.
sign,
That's
honey.
what for you were saying you know how to style clothes. Like, yeah. Because, yeah.
And I tweeted something about it. I was like, damn, just because you spent money on your outfit doesn't mean it looks good.
Right.
Right.
And then Calvin got in my comments. He said, well, your outfit looks like it's from Shein. So I
Ain't
was
it
like,
wrong?
and I was
Leave
like, well, you
Calvin.
didn't go to the concert. So
Oh,
are you mad?
Ooh.
oh, that
You hate it from
that-
outside the
yeah, you
club.
can get in.
I was like, well, you're stuck on a floating fucking prison.
We
bitch,
have to
so
rent
now
us you
what?
on a boat, Calvin.
No, you really can't.
I was
Everyone,
like, actually,
yeah.
Fashion Nova, we're not Shein. So I'm cool.
Period. And Fashion Nova a little bit more expensive, so it's
Okay.
getting money bags. Don't play with us. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna go to the Bay Area show. Y'all two went to the Bay Area show,
Yeah.
and what was that? That was your first show of Renaissance. So when she came out, all the anticipation. How did you feel?
Okay, well,
This is your
it was
first
it was
show.
my first show and my first time ever seeing her live. So it was like it didn't feel real until she came up on the little riser thing. But being there, I was just like, oh, like I already know she's gonna eat. And then she came out and I was like, fuck, she's real.
Mhm.
And then
He said that too.
I like turned around, I was like, oh my gosh, she's real. Mind you, he's behind me screaming. Like it was, I kind of miss it.
Yeah,
I'm like
miss
thinking about it,
her.
like, all shit. I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
It was great from top to bottom. I like it, I just speechless because it was like I've always seen her on TV and she always is. I'm always like screaming like but that whole show I was screaming
Because
I was
she's like there in front of you. And you guys you were in Club Renaissance, so that's like the ideal seat.
Yeah, I will. The one thing that I noticed, and this is gonna be random, but the one thing that I noticed is that the bitch can walk.
Yeah.
Like I was like, she could be on runway.
Oh
No.
yeah.
She is walking,
Yeah.
but I forget she's friends with Naomi Campbell, so I'm pretty sure she's like, well, I gotta be
Yeah.
if Naomi's watching. But
Yeah,
she's
she's been walking.
girl, yeah.
Because that one, what's that? What is that transition? She like really walks down the runway.
Energy or break my soul.
Is it energy
Into break my
and
soul,
she's
right?
like walking and there's 4 dancers in front of her.
Yeah.
So it's energy.
Oh, okay.
It's energy.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. She's walking.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's so exciting. When you said it was your first one ever, I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Like so
32 years
exciting.
old, my first time seeing her.
Was that your first one too?
Mm-hmm. First time ever seeing Beyonce.
Our
And
I was
cherry
like,
pie.
And we're like, "Ee."
Our clap. Okay. We said, well, that's so exciting. Okay. So how'd you feel when you saw it?
God, I was hysterical. Mainly because obviously I've seen her numerous of times, but it had been so long since I last saw her, and on top of that, it was just a lot that went into it. Like this whole era, the album just really spoke to me as it did for like everybody in the culture. So it was just really important, like seeing her during this time frame with that type of music. But then also seeing like all the videos up until that point, it was like building anticipation. I'm like just waiting for my date till I got there. Finally got there. Then the lights go out. Then it's the screen. And look, we reliving it right now. Get chills. And then it's the smoke.
Yeah.
And by the second the lights just even went out, I'm already just hollering like I done broke my leg or something.
Yeah.
And then her picture comes on. She says, "Hey, Bay Area." I start hysterically crying. I didn't even know I could cry like that.
Yeah,
I ain't never cried like that in nobody's funeral. Like it was insane. And then she rises up, and the rest was just history. Like, if you see pictures and videos of me, like I had. Why am I stuck right now?
Yeah.
I just had never. It was. Oh my God! I don't even have the words for it. Just everything she just encompasses. It's just like ethereal.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Come on, that's
like
a word.
I know you got words. You have vocabulary. Period.
I'm just. She just does it. I don't
It's
know.
such an experience.
It
like,
is.
yeah. I was dying too.
I was thinking this while I was watching the show because obviously I knew like how the show is in order.
Yeah.
What do you think the experience would have been like if she opened with the like? Do you know the segment that went into Renaissance that like the energy like slowed down that she used in like the trailer for the tour?
Yeah.
And like that whole segment, what do you think the reaction would have been like if that's how she started the show?
Like if she started with like the Renaissance album, like what do you
Or
mean?
I feel like that, like she
Started with the "We Do It Grinding."
Oh,
and then the Renaissance, like
yeah.
like if that, because like that
Probably
was,
the
like,
same.
I was gonna say I probably
I
still
think
be crying the
I
same.
think bitches
Yeah.
would have dropped dead probably.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because it's so.
Because it was so
Yeah.
overwhelming.
Yeah.
I feel like that would have been more overwhelming because it's like
Yeah.
Renaissance. This one was like overwhelming in the sense of it was so much. It was
emotional.
emotional. It was like very like it was like a deep root.
Mhm.
Like it was. I was just like,
Yeah.
I was like, I felt so much love from her. Like
literally.
appreciate it.
It was a weird feeling. Like
Yeah, because we always joke about like Beyonce hates us because she just be doing shit like she just be like, what's this? Like she'll drop an album, then drop the tour the next morning.
You're right.
And it's like, what funds, bitch? Or like, we'll be begging for visuals. She's like, no. So she just be doing shit like where you feel like she don't really like us like that. But her opening really made me feel like, oh wait, she do fuck with us heavy.
yeah.
Like she loves us, and the song's dedicated to us.
The opening was very beautiful. Like, I appreciated her just sitting there to stand and just sing for us.
Mhm.
It felt like it was just me and her.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, like.
Also,
bitch, I'm
That's
here.
such a
Smart
good
of her.
point.
Yeah.
Yeah. 'Cause I think everyone
I
felt
think
like
that's
that.
why we were all hysterical
Yeah.
in our own right.
Because it felt like
You felt like she was singing to you.
Yeah.
And I dead
yeah,
felt like she was singing to me.
I think the
Yeah.
only thing I wish she when she came up, I wish she did something in the center of this, like in the front in the circle, because she was on the back the whole
Yeah.
time, and then she went to the piano. I was like, damn, I kind of wish the piano was in the center,
Yeah.
so we could like watch her. But
Yeah.
I mean, I'll take what I can get.
Yeah.
But also, she's so smart for that. She like, got all the heavy hitter, like heavy sings.
Mhm.
She said, "I'm gonna get those done right at the beginning."
Yeah.
Yeah.
When my voice is warm, I just had some
Right.
Right.
and some
Yeah. But then
she's
she started to hit that. That was the one.
Well, she
Okay.
didn't give it to us. She didn't give it to all the cities. She
Yeah,
said,
yeah.
"Yeah, but you can rot.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, we
The
got
drunken
to
love.
pick 3.
You can't."
Yeah. How was Bay
Sober
Area?
and
in the-
hate.
literally. How was the Bay Area with the mute challenge? Trash. Huh?
I thought we were good.
Until we
Okay.
watched it back.
Yeah, I thought it was like okay, because it's always the people at the top, people in the Rosa Parks section. They just seem to not get it. I feel like what? That's where they're at. They're in the back.
Parker's like,
But for real, though, like it's always the people at the
can't wait
very
to call
top
this
at the Rosa Parks section. Let me tell you, this bitch, 2 rows behind me. So it was our mute challenge. She screamed and then fell in the fucking chair or in our row.
She screamed and then
And it's,
fell?
I think, she screamed. She was so drunk.
is
She
mad.
screamed.
That's what she gets.
I think she said "Happy Birthday, Beyonce." Hit me and Nigel in the back of the head with her heels. We looked back. She's on the floor like this, and I'm like, "That's what your ass get from screaming, bitch."
Exactly.
yeah, oh, she was screaming during the mute.
Yes,
Trying to be funny.
during the mute,
I
trying to be
forget.
funny.
The fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, this was in LA, but yeah, back to the Bay Area.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
our mute challenge was cute.
It was cute. Yeah, until I watched videos.
Yeah,
you,
you're
could,
like-
you couldn't tell me that we didn't win at the time.
Yeah. Oh, right.
I said, we ate!
yeah. Everyone needs to eat at the
No,
time.
yeah.
I was watching
Okay.
that. It's like,
But it's because your section follows directions, but like
Right.
he said, it's the other ones.
In the Rosa
that-
Parks
Yeah.
section.
yeah. That's so
I hate
funny.
that
The
you
first 2
call it-
LA shows flopped Tina Aguilera.
Yeah.
The first two.
Yeah.
Flop
Tina Aguilera, honey. Like, it was not giving. The birthday show, we were good.
Yeah.
No, the birthday show.
We
ate.
were like
No, we
Atlanta
ate.
and birthday show. I mean,
Yeah.
it's debatable.
We're
but
second. I think we're.
I think we're second.
Yeah.
You think they were better?
Yeah,
They
by,
were dead
by a
silent.
little bit because there was some screaming, like
Just the end.
Yeah.
like in the background.
Fine.
Yeah.
But
I mean, they did get that. Y'all won.
Yeah.
Right, that's
True.
what I'm saying. We didn't. I thought it. So when we did ours at the birthday, I thought she was gonna be like, okay, or like something.
She
She
did-
did say we
Yeah.
told her, but I thought she was gonna say it when she started singing Energy again.
Yeah.
She didn't say we won, so I said, well,
well, she knew she had Kendrick Lamar planned for later. She's like,
Oh, she's-
I'll
they're
give you a
gonna
little
be
gift
gooped.
later.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So now we had the birthday show.
Birthday show.
I made it to the birthday.
Period.
Yeah.
September 4th, Virgo, honey.
Yes.
42. Doesn't look a day
42.
over
25.
20.
That speech
Yeah.
she gave.
right.
Mhm.
In shambles. That love was there.
Her crying when she was like,
Yeah.
She's like, I'm about to cry. I know. Even when she cried, even when she wipes her sweat, she's so like, she's always like, you know when she does that?
Yeah.
She's like,
Yeah.
I know,
She's
just
so
little
Sad,
things.
smudging up her
Yeah.
makeup.
Do you think there's like something in her gloves to like dab her sweat so it like goes off so it doesn't take her makeup off?
Probably.
Because she kept doing it all night, and I was like, I
Yeah,
didn't
she's
notice
like,
the
well,
first
she has
time.
Patrick Star. Or Patrick Star one size setting spray. That
Oh,
literally-
yeah, that waterproof setting spray.
Oh, he's living his life.
Because
Yeah.
because she used it for the show was it in Detroit when it rained? Like when it's
Mm.
hella raining.
Yeah.
And her makeup didn't move a fucking inch.
Yeah.
And her makeup designer's like, or her makeup artist was like, oh yeah, I use Patrick Star one size setting spray.
Did Patrick
And
Star
then-
comment on that?
Yes. And he's like, I'll send you as much. And then he went to the next show in Vegas and was
Period.
like, he was offered with tickets, whatever, and went. And then they're like, can you bring some?
Yeah.
And he's like, I'll give you as much as you want,
Yeah.
baby. Like, so Patrick Star basically is set for life. Like that setting spray is
Lucky
always going to be
bitch.
sold out for the rest of his life. So literally,
Wow.
we're
Shout out to
touched.
Patrick Star.
Mhm.
Dang, but yeah.
One size, baby.
But that was her birthday show was just iconic in so many different ways. And the fact that I was looking around like, okay, she has like 200 something million followers on Instagram, way more fans than that in real life. But we got to experience her birthday with her and like
Yes.
sing her happy birthday. And like, that's a memory. We could be like 105 years old and we're going to remember
Optimistic.
Yeah.
I know I always say a high ass
Yeah.
number. I ain't trying to say I am, but
Yeah.
isn't that crazy?
It's
And
crazy.
her birthday hat.
Yeah, I know. She's so cute.
And it's like you don't really like we all knew it was gonna be super iconic just being there with her on her birthday.
Mhm.
But I didn't know. You don't know how iconic and big something's gonna be till after the fact. You know, with like social media and stuff like that.
Right.
Still today, whatever today is, like they're still talking about the birthday because
Mhm.
it was so much going on. I mean, we'll probably get into it, but like Diana Ross,
Mhm.
all the celebrities that were there.
Yeah.
Like, it was like a fucking award show.
Literally.
Like,
Right.
and like people showed up. Like I saw a tweet that said like, "Oh, the Met Gala don't even get this anymore."
No,
Right.
no.
Yeah.
The Met Gala had nothing on her birthday show.
Yeah,
Yeah.
The
It's insane.
list was insane. Like I was scrolling, reading the list on Twitter, and I was like, "How is all this many people here?"
Yeah, like
Yeah.
what? Meghan Markle and Harry.
Yeah,
Yeah, like they were
what?
there. Insane.
Yeah.
Who'd you guys see? Did you see anyone pass you or?
Leonardo DiCaprio walked past me.
Oh.
Rashida Jones walked past me.
Yeah,
That's all who I noticed. I walked past Brentman Rock.
He's late,
Simone
too.
and Gigi were like around me somewhere. Zendaya, Tom Holland. I didn't see them because I think they're on the other side.
Yeah.
Timothy Chalamet, Kylie. I don't know if they're in the VIP box behind me but I know they were there.
Yeah, they came down to the floor. 'Cause I saw Zendaya and Tom walk. And the first time I went, I saw Chris when I was on floor. She walked right past. And then we saw Kim, Chloe, North, all of them. The whole
Yeah.
gang.
I saw.
Insane.
I saw Tabitha Brown
Mhm.
ran to her at the bathroom. I saw Simone and Gigi
Mhm.
at the bar in the booth, their booth or whatever. Mama Tina was by my
Mhm.
section. Apparently, I guess I didn't know, but at the time, Tia Mori was right in front of me on the VIP risers.
Crazy.
Yeah. Oh, and who I don't know his name. You guys probably know the Dora guy, the one who backpack.
Oh,
Walking-
yeah.
I saw him too.
Yeah.
Dora,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, I
But his
saw
outfit
him.
was like Renaissance was still Dora.
Yeah.
I saw that, but
I
yeah.
saw him and I was like, is that? I was like,
Yeah.
I don't want to like every TikTok and have it be someone completely different.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh. And I was like, I love your outfit. He's like, thanks. I was like,
he was so
I was like,
character
yeah.
too.
It's so funny, like seeing people from the internet. Like there's like celebrities and the influencers, of course, but like I saw
Yeah.
a bunch of influencers, and it's weird because it's like they are famous. Obviously, that's what fame is, but they also feel very like you just used to seeing them when you scroll. So I'd be
Yeah.
like, oh, like I watch you, but
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know how to interact with them.
Yeah.
But did you see anybody?
No, I was in section 300, so I didn't see anybody.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Or maybe the Bay Area. Well, and when I was in 300, that's when I'm saying I saw Zendaya when they walked past.
Oh, I didn't see them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because remember we were split up. So
Yeah.
But I feel like I saw some influencers, but I don't really remember because I was drunk. We were
Okay.
drunk.
Yeah.
We were
Drinking.
yes.
We were drinking.
Pound town on
Yeah.
the shots.
Yeah.
I see like a lot of like random friends like all over the place, like running into people. that you
No,
know.
actually.
I saw my friend Noelle,
Oh, okay.
and then a mutual. His name's Jordan. We follow each other on Instagram. I saw him there.
I'm like, all my friends went.
Right.
I was with my friends.
I saw you.
No, yeah.
Yeah, I saw.
Yeah, we saw each
you.
other.
Yeah.
Oh, I saw you too.
Yeah.
Okay.
we all,
Wait.
we're all like, no, I was all seeing Daniel. Look at
So
his
I
wrist.
was on the
Let's
celebrity
rewind.
list
Yeah,
too.
yeah. Daniel, sorry, obviously. I forgot to say, yeah. I definitely ran into him.
Yeah.
So thankful. Yeah.
That's
But
what's up.
then let's get back into the show because we had some guest appearances in the
Yes.
show. Which did you guys have speculations that like because in my
Yes.
heart of hearts, which I've been wrong every single time when I like try to manifest a guest appearance at a
Mhm.
concert. Because for when I saw Gaga, I was like, Ariana Grande is going to come out and
Right.
they're going to sing "Rain on Me." Didn't happen. Renaissance happened. I was like, Destiny's Child is going to come out. It's
Right.
right.
I
They're
was
going to do a whole little section of Destiny's Child music.
Yeah.
Did not happen.
Yeah.
Did you guys think that? Who do you think was going to come
Destiny's
out?
Child. I was like sold on that. And I also called Kendrick Lamar, like he knows. I knew
Imani
Kendrick
was like, Kendrick's coming out.
Yeah, I knew because
Yeah.
that's LA and that's his stomping ground. So I was like, Kendrick Lamar is definitely coming out.
I kind
I
of thought
was-
Megan.
Yeah, but Megan Houston.
She'll probably do.
She'll come
Yeah.
out for Houston. But like Destiny Child, I was sold on that. I knew for a fact Destiny
Sold.
Child was coming out.
But even they,
Wrong.
like, they might either could be Houston too, because that's where, they kind of started.
Oh yeah.
Or she does a duet with Kelly. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Definitely Megan though.
Yes.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
then Sally, the mics were not working. We just gotta talk about it for a second.
Oh, girl. SoFi, Beyonce was on the ass.
He got fired. I don't know if I
Immediately.
can say that, but I heard he got fired. So
I know he's probably like, fuck. What I don't understand like how the mics were not on.
Oh,
The
guest
mics should always be on.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe
weren't
it's
on
so
there
impromptu that they're not even. I mean, they knew about it. Like obviously at least the top of the day.
Yeah.
But like,
But
probably
also,
no rehearsals, so they're like they just
Yeah.
so many moving parts that they probably just
Right.
dropped the ball.
Also, like you probably had like one job, and like this is the wrong time for you to fuck up that
Right.
job.
Yeah.
Like any
Lit-
other shows, bad enough. But on her birthday, when there's all these special guests,
Mhm.
and not only just for her, but like you're messing up the special guest mic.
Yeah.
She was
Diana
probably-
fucking Ross.
Right.
Yeah.
She was probably recording this shit for like
A
footage later,
documentary,
a documentary,
something, yeah.
a DVD or something like that.
I didn't
So
even-
now it like fucks up her
They'll have to
whole
dub it.
like
Yeah,
they'll have to
they'll
dub
dub
it. Like, so I hope he got fired.
even
Yeah.
Low key, no shade.
when America Has a Problem has started, I didn't even hear "Heard You Got."
No.
Her mic was off.
Her mic
was
I
off,
was like,
yeah.
I was like,
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, her
Cut off
mic
in the
was off
beginning.
I was like, oh, and then it started. I was like, oh. Then that's why I was like, oh, somebody really about to get fired.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
your heart when there's a mistake like in Beyonce's life, you can like my heart dropped when you
Same.
didn't hear that. Heard you got. I was like,
Yeah.
she just popped in. I was like, oh,
I was
oh shit. Or like you could feel that like how intense it was when Kendrick Lamar came up and there was no sound. Everyone was like this,
Yeah.
like scared, like we all about to get whooped. Like I was
Right.
like, oh shit.
The video of him going down, he looked so pissed.
Yeah.
But not pissed, but almost like disappointed.
Yeah.
And I know Beyonce probably was like, I'm getting whoever asked.
But she was still on the side like,
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
was.
videos of her, I was like,
voguing.
don't
I
even
was-
need to look at him because I'm watching her like voguing on
Yeah.
her. She's like,
Right.
Yeah.
Duck walking.
oh,
Okay.
fucking duck.
Okay.
no sound
I
coming
was
out.
pissed so bad.
I
Yeah.
was too.
Especially because I love Kendrick's verse on
Yeah,
that
it's
song.
so good.
So I was like, bitch.
I mean, we're lucky that his verse is really long,
Long.
for a
Yeah.
verse. Because if it was like a normal verse,
He
he
would've
would have been done.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he had a little bit. He still had like a nice little chunk where we can
Mhm.
hear him,
Right.
but that was really sad.
Yeah.
Oh,
Embarrassing.
Go
Yeah.
To be honest.
very embarrassing.
For them.
Yeah.
Not for Beyonce, for SoFi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, y'all flopped on that, honey.
Yeah.
Beyonce will never return.
I-
like,
Don't say that. Don't say that.
I know. no.
she's like, Dodger Stadium.
Yeah. I know.
Rose Bowl.
Rose Bowl.
Right.
She better not.
Please not.
The Rose Bowl is.
Because so far got air conditioned.
Hey, okay.
Right.
Yeah,
Luxury
somebody,
food.
Yeah.
somebody real cute with it. Like, yeah,
Sofa's
like,
actually a
Oh.
cute
except for my $27 tequila pineapple.
Oh, okay, but explain why. Because
for the
let's-
air conditioning.
Let's talk about that for a minute. She was mad that she paid $27 for a tequila pineapple. I got a double that was $24, but I did
Where'd you
well.
go?
This bitch got Don Julio.
Oh,
It
well,
thought it was
why?
okay.
Taste, baby.
I'm a typical girl. Like, well, you know what? I got scammed. Let me tell you, because he was like, oh, Don Julio? And I was like, oh, yeah. Like, he just said it casually.
That's how they get you.
Yeah, so
Right.
it's like you're like my dad's in cars, so I know
Yeah.
you'd be doing that. So
Yeah.
Right.
Mercedes Benz, like probably. But I think it was all the jewels.
Right. Mind you,
Opulence.
we were out the outside of the stadium at a guy with a cart and bought a $5 Don Julio shot.
Girl, same. I did
Oh, yeah.
too.
they're
Yeah,
selling
they
them
be selling
outside.
them.
He got in trouble, like selling us the shots because we were right outside the gate, and one of the security people came up to him as he was handing us the shots, and she's like, "You gotta go, you gotta go." And me and my friends were like,
I would have taken it and ran.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, leave these people alone.
Right.
we were like,
Yeah.
so we took the shot, and we're like,
They're in their back though.
They are.
Yeah. Okay, so kind of final recaps of the show, and then we got to go into the act 3, which is the future.
cunty,
Okay.
cunty bitch, you better work. I was so impressed. Obviously, it's Beyonce, but like, I was so impressed by the visuals. Like just the visuals of on the screens and just like the sound was like so immersive and amazing.
Mhm.
Also the transitions. Also the way she was able to sew so much of her catalog into
Yeah.
or in discography just into just the transitions.
Mhm.
I'm like, there are transitions that had like 4 or 5 different songs like weaved in.
Yeah.
And that were never featured as like she never sang them, but she gave them attention like in the transitions.
Yeah.
I was like, you're sick.
She even did a little bit of Toxic. Did you hear that?
Yes.
Yeah, I was like,
yeah.
I mean, I noticed that the first time I saw it on TikTok.
Yeah.
I was like, "Is there toxic?"
Brittany
getting
comes
thick?
out.
Bitch,
I would have
can you
died
imagine?
and passed out, but yeah.
Doing her dance solos
Yeah.
in the kitchen. That's the kitchen on the back wall.
Little rice pennies,
And she's
slay.
spinning.
She'd be eating. Okay, final recap.
Okay, so when I was in the Bay Area, there was some celebrities that I wanted to see. I wanted to see Solange. Has she been to a show yet? No, huh?
Yeah,
She has?
Yeah.
What about Michelle Williams?
she's been to 2, I think.
I was like, where's my girls? I wanted to see
Yeah.
them in LA too. But anyway, show, beautiful, face, flawless. I was very shocked that she did every single song off the album because I feel like most albums she doesn't do that at all. There's like at least like 3 or 4 songs she won't do.
Yeah.
So it was nice to see like she's doing every single song now. Will we see them in the future? Who knows? But yeah, beautiful.
Yeah.
Perfect. Head or top to bottom, in and out. This was my favorite tour thus far, and I don't know how she's gonna top it. She always does, but I just don't know how she's gonna top it. I loved, like you said, all the transitions. I love the visuals. It really told a story that
Come on, storytelling.
she was telling a story, bitch, and I went to bed and woke up happy. Yeah, there were like little details too that like I don't know if a lot of people would get, but like I was just like, damn, you really think about stuff. Just for example, there was one visual where she's on the ground. Remember like across the screen, she's like laying down. I think she's like bare body, and then she turns into a robot. I don't know if you remember that. So in the I Am tour, in between one segment, I think it was like Diva and Baby Boy or something like that. She was a robot and then turned into her regular self. And so this tour, that visual was kind of like the opposite. Like she was like resting and then she gets up and she's like cunty robot Beyonce because she's about to fuck up this renaissance.
Yeah.
And it was little stuff like that I caught. And I was just like, bitch, you're fucking mine.
Okay.
Yeah.
bro.
It's insane.
And it was like that way the whole tour, the whole show. So like, I don't know. I don't know how she's gonna top it, but it was
She will.
perfect.
Yeah,
she
she
will.
always
She
finds
will.
a way.
She will. But yeah,
Yeah.
show
Also,
is perfect.
Did you guys know she started her birthday show at 9:04?
9:04.
Yes. Well, I
9:04.
didn't know
Yeah.
until I saw it. On
Yeah,
the internet. Yeah.
goot.
I didn't either.
And then
until
I went to my videos and I checked it and it said 9:04.
Yeah.
And I start recording. I was like,
Yeah.
I'm so
Gagged.
dead. Because my friend who was trying to go that night, he literally showed up to the concert, was like waiting to get last minute tickets. And also apparently he said there's hundreds of people trying to do that, trying to get last minute
Yep.
tickets at the stadium. And none of them got in.
At the
But-
stadium, like
Like they
Night
were
of?
there waiting on their phones on Ticketmaster, waiting for the prices to drop because like people do that, and none of them got in. But he was like, the show starting because he saw it on Friday, and so he was like, and the show started at like 8:50
Yeah.
on Friday, and then he's like, your guys' show started much late. He texted me, he's like, your show's starting later, and you guys are getting out later. That's weird, and I didn't even put 2 and 2 together.
no, not at all.
That bitch is sick.
Yeah,
Right.
sick.
Ugh.
Okay, take us into Act 3.
Act 3, baby. Well, we do have Act 2 and Act 3. Like, just
Yeah.
for Beyonce's sake.
Yeah.
What do we think is Act 2? What do we think is Act 3? Do we think it's gonna be another album? Do we think it's gonna be the visuals and then a concert video? Like,
I
what do
will
we
say,
think?
I think that we read Act 2 and Act 3 wrong in the beginning. When it first came out, I thought it was going to be like Act 2 and Act 3 were going to be like right away, and this whole Renaissance tour was going to be Act 1, 2, and 3, like all
I thought the
together.
same thing.
But now it could either be. Now I'm kind of thinking it's like really spread out. Where like, do you think Act 3 is like her final act, but it could be like a couple years from now, and then like Act 2 could be like in 2025, and then like could it be that spread out where Act 3 is a
Yeah.
final act?
Possibly. I think so. Because also she's a mom.
Yeah.
She's in her 40s. And I'm sure like she's learned to like pace herself with like her career and her
Mhm.
music. So I don't really anticipate her like doing stuff back to back to back right now
Mhm.
because I mean she doesn't need to, for
Mhm,
one.
no.
And then number 2 is a lot. So at least on that front, I feel like Act 2 and Act 3 will be spaced out wherever they are, whether it's like albums. I personally think that they might be just different projects. Like initially, I thought Act 2 was going to be like the visuals.
Mhm.
I thought Act 1 was the album, Act 2 is the visuals, Act 3 is going to be
The tour or
the
something.
tour or
Yeah.
something like that. And obviously, that turned out to be different. So I don't fucking know, but at least I do think it will be spaced out for a certain period of time.
Yeah.
Whatever it's going to be.
I think that too. I think it's going to be spaced out, but I think so. I was trying to do some like digging with like the Renaissance, and then I know after Renaissance was like Enlightenment, like history shit.
Oh, okay.
And so I'm thinking the last one, or Act 3 is going to be her retiring,
Mhm.
and I think she's gonna because when did she say she wanted to retire? 30 or 40?
She said 30.
30,
When she was
yeah.
younger.
which is wild.
Yeah.
But I think she's gonna retire at 50
Mhm.
because 50, she's still young enough
Mhm.
to like, she could,
Yeah.
she got 2 little kids. Maybe she might have the 4th. Who
Mhm.
knows? And so in between that, we'll get maybe a Destiny's Child reunion and then maybe one more album.
Mhm.
But like, I'm thinking Act 1 is just all this plus like maybe documentaries,
Right.
visuals. And then Act 2 is going to be something with, Act 2 might be something with another album. Act 3 might be a Destiny's Child. She'll end it with that because that's what she started. Or it could be flopped.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think that too. I feel like it's going to be like a long situation. But Act 3, because it also reminds me of like Michael Jackson, his last tour that he was.
This is it.
This is
Mhm.
This
Yeah.
is the end or this is it. Because I think she's definitely someone that's going to give us an end. It's
Yeah.
not going to be something like it's randomly she has an album, she goes on tour, and then we never. It's definitely going to be a dramatic like
yeah.
this is the end, and
Yeah.
like kind of going into that when the like an Eras
Yes.
tour type of situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I had a question. I put it on my Instagram and I only got one response because literally every single one of you wishes I was fucking dead, but go off anyways. I want to ask you guys if there were to be a Beyonce era's sort of tour, which era of Beyonce would you be the most excited to hear from or like dive into or see her perform in?
I'll let you go.
I think it's hard because Renaissance is like my top right now. It's
Mhm.
like my favorite album.
Yeah.
But I don't want to say that. I would probably say Formation.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But I can't even give you a reason why because I'm like, no, Renaissance.
That's
bitch.
Lemonade. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Lemonade.
Yeah.
I'm kind of the same. I mean, Renaissance it just does it for me.
Yeah.
And coming fresh off of it, I'm still in Renaissance. So
Period.
Yeah.
Renaissance won. But outside of Renaissance, my favorite album's 4. So outside of
Me too.
Renaissance. So I would
You
love
say you
it.
too?
That's my favorite album.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I would also like her to it'd be cute for her to go back to Dangerously in Love days some type of way. Like
Yeah.
You know what would be cool?
Come on, hip hop star.
if like I don't think she needs to do this because I think she owns her masters, but if she took a JoJo and Taylor Swift route where she had to re-record some of her old stuff, so she had to like re-record Dangerously in Love
That
and
needs to be
BeyDay
recorded.
with like her adult vocals.
Yeah.
Right.
That needs to be
And, like,
recorded
After
immediately.
Babies.
Yeah, like all that
Immediately.
extra
Deep as
stuff.
hell.
Oh my god, that would
Yeah.
eat.
Even I'll take a live action Renaissance album because like live action.
live action.
I'm into it.
I got.
She's doing stunts. She's doing stunts.
Come on, live action.
I'm a live action. Little
On Disney
Mermaid. Yo said, what's it called? Live studio?
live album, just
live
a live
album.
studio.
Yeah. I would.
I would take a live action Renaissance.
Right.
Starting out with Bailey.
So, okay, sorry. But Dangerously in Love.
Yeah.
Because like I want to hear that. I would say I was listening to like Freakum Dress earlier, which is on BeyDay.
Mm.
Yeah, I feel
You're
like
wearing
that.
one now.
The green light. Come on.
Yeah, I feel like Kitty Cat like
Okay.
and resentment. Like I could take that era again. Like I would love
Yeah.
to see that again.
Actually, that would.
Yeah. Because imagine Freakum Dress in today's body in today's,
Yeah.
like I should eat that.
I think my answer would be, I don't know, it's like non-traditional because it's like not really an album, but it was an era nonetheless. The Homecoming era. Because the
Oh.
way that was so like
Yeah.
the way that she just like swept the world off its feet.
Yeah.
Because I feel like obviously Beyonce has always been relevant, obviously. But I think Homecoming like really establishes like I'm not a bitch and I'm not that. I am that bitch and I'm not going fucking anywhere.
Yeah.
Right.
And I have been that bitch and I will always be that bitch.
Mhm.
So James Corden, even though I lost to you, carpool karaoke ass bitch, try me again, honey.
Yeah. Very much
I
that.
can't believe that. Still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I think Homecoming is just like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I think that Homecoming album has some of the best versions of some of those songs. Period.
Yes.
Like just those record, like
Yeah.
the
And
and
live
it being
recording.
live.
Yeah.
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 I'm like Single Ladies on Homecoming into Get Me Bodied. I'm like
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so true.
with Solange. I'm like
Right.
yeah.
And
That's-
Destiny's Child. I'm like it's like
Yeah.
it's
Right.
like the Super Bowl expanded edition.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
True.
think that's the eras like if there was an eras tour, some sort of Destiny's Child, like I would just want to see that. We have to see that. That we're
Oh.
definitely gonna get that again one day. There's no way that we're gonna leave this earth and not have Destiny's Child on a tour again. Like
Right.
that's just no way. They're all
Or
too young.
something.
They're all too young and beautiful and popping still to
Right.
just forget like that ever happened. You know?
So I put that question on my Instagram about the Eras tour.
Yeah.
I got one response, but this response I wouldn't need to have read any other responses because this one just shut down the whole question in general to where I was like, I should delete the post.
Yeah.
Because he said this. Beyonce would never have an Eras tour because she is far too creative for something so basic. She cannot be defined by an era. She is every moment of life itself.
Period.
And I was like, you know what?
No
I should
lies were
delete
told.
the prompt.
No
Whoa.
lies were told.
So basically, all of us should shut our fucking asses up
Yeah.
because that's the answer that we.
Yeah. And that's it.
And that's it.
And that's the podcast.
Right.
Wow, that's so true though.
Mhm.
Yeah. Even though I still would love to see it because I
I
just want
mean,
to see all the
same.
songs wrapped up, like her farewell, like when like
Oh
you get
my
to see
God.
it.
But I feel like that wouldn't even be creative for her because
No, it
'cause
wouldn't.
every time the way she mixes like songs from like back in 2004 to now, like it's always so good.
Yeah.
She's very smart like that.
Yeah. So we could do like her last thing could be an actual new album and we just enjoy that tour for
Right.
what it is.
Yeah.
I wish she sang Signs live though. I'll do that.
Yeah.
I think a little bit in Virgo's Groove.
I know, but I need a whole, I need a whole
Also-
version.
Yeah. Well,
Well, period.
Christ.
This is it.
This is it, y'all. It's so
This is
sad
it.
that it's like finally wrapping up. And
Renaissance wrapped.
now Renaissance is wrapped. And now that this is wrapped, the podcast, I'm like, now it's really done. 'Cause I was looking forward to this too. I was like, okay, well, at least on Wednesday, at least I get to do
Not
the
Wednesday.
podcast.
Not Wednesday.
At least I get to talk about it and we're sober again. But now
Well,
it's done.
Now we can just live in the memory of it all. Live in the memory of Chili Berry
Yeah.
because I'll
Coco
forever
Chanel.
be relishing on it, honey.
Yeah.
And now we know the words heated. So
Yeah.
like
We
every
studied
single word.
those.
Also, I have to tell a story because
Yes,
it's just
go ahead.
necessary. Obviously, off book.
Mhm.
Every bitch around me, wacko. Like everyone in my section, annoying.
Yeah.
One girl in front of me, like mollied all the way out. Like I was like, bitch, huh?
I don't think I.
And I was like, huh? But then there's these two Europeans in front of me, which Europeans lately have been annoying me. Not to be xenophobic, but y'all are
Uh-oh.
kind of annoying.
Yeah.
But like they were sitting in front of me, and they were just like, they seemed like people who like have listened to Beyonce, but not
Mhm.
like stans or fans.
Yeah.
And I'm like, if you're on the floor for a Beyonce concert, I expect you to at least know the words 60% of the
Yeah.
song.
75.
Yeah.
You be nice.
Okay,
Yeah.
3/4.
Yeah.
3/4.
Yeah, definitely.
And we were giving the words to heat it.
Yeah.
And I was obviously 0.5 recording myself like this.
Yeah.
And they started recording me and my friends recording ourselves.
Yeah.
And they were like, I'm like, bitch, watch Beyonce.
Beyonce.
I was like,
Yeah.
I'm giving words because I know them. You are not doing it.
Yeah.
I'm annoyed by you now.
I cannot
And my friend was like,
imagine
stop
being worried about
recording
somebody
us.
else.
Yeah.
And I was
Yeah.
like, tip, tip, tip on hardwood floors, bitch.
Yeah.
I'm like, yada, 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 yada. So
Yeah.
I felt the need to put that story because
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
so fucking mad.
Yeah, that's
I
so
was like,
annoying. Yeah, so in the future, only go if you're like a fan or a stan because we don't have time. Well, that's the end of the podcast. Thank you
Wrap.
so much. And that was a great collaboration.
that was,
yeah.
oh my gosh, well, we'll have to collab for Act 2 and 3, and we'll have to have you do Divas.
Yeah.
Back.
Period.
Anytime it's a
Please.
Beyonce podcast, it'll be us four. So
Yes. On the
yeah,
couch.
on the couch.
Back
vibe.
again. In our,
Yeah.
in our merch.
Yep.
And you can wear the silver dress.
And
again.
I'll wear this again. So thank you both for coming on the show.
Thanks
Again,
for having us,
Princess.
man.
Yes,
Yeah.
it was so
Amani, thank you
fun.
for being on the pod. Thanks
Yes,
for collabing with
yes,
me.
yes, thank you.
You can expect me and Beyonce. Period. You can expect me and Imani to just do things in the future together again because.
Oh yeah, live shows, merch,
period.
just all the vibes.
Literally.
So
10
yeah.
years from now, you guys, we're gonna be on each other's talk shows.
Yeah,
It's just
Yeah.
Ellen and Oprah.
I know.
Not Ellen.
Not Ellen and Oprah. Damn.
I didn't know. We should never.
But I'm
Not
not gonna
Ellen.
get canceled
No,
for abusing my
deadass.
workers because I won't do that.
Because right now you're both forgiving like definitely J Hud and Kelly Clarkson.
Yeah.
Okay. That too.
See, I
Because
would
but they're-
I like that.
No, because they're eating right now.
Yes,
Yeah.
they really are.
Well, period. We'll be both.
Yeah.
One's
Yeah.
like the other ones are legacy, and then
Yeah.
they're like current. So
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll be both.
Exactly.
Rep.
Period. I'm
Well,
a forgiving Wendy Williams.
Yeah.
Not I said the cat. On that.
Well, thank you all for watching.
Thank you,
Love you
guys.
all so much and see you next week.
See you
Bye.
guys next time. Bye.